and you have to build a factory that brings it all together. And I think that that's probably the most underrated thing right now, besides agents. Like, this is, I think, going to be the year of agents, and we can talk about that next. But I feel like data analysis, like people are maybe utilizing it to write content or to write emails, or kind of they're dipping their toe in the water. And it's like, this is the most powerful prediction engine on the planet. But if you don't give it enough inputs, it's not going to help you tell you what to do. And then you're going to have to go into another system to get it done. If you can put it all under one roof and then maybe add some agentic operation to it, it can do a lot of that work for you, right?
Absolutely. And we're seeing, I think you're spot on with, there's a big data shift here where, big data was a big buzzword not that long ago, but it sort of faded out. No one really thinks of it in that terms anymore, but that is what's happening. Is big data analysis is suddenly becoming feasible to slightly above average technical folks like you and I. So not coders, not developers, not data scientists, but now guys like you and I can take massive data sets and have really intelligent and articulated points and strategies to give to clients based on just a sheer amount of volume data that you could never have enough VAs to digest for you and go through yourself in the past. But and we're also seeing that with one of the enterprise clients EWR recently brought on, which is a publicly traded company, and just their website alone has over 250,000 organic search visitors per month. So just their main website has so much data that you actually have to break it up into multiple data sets depending on what you're looking at if you want to do an analysis. And then you pull in their subdomains, you pull in their alternative brands that they own. You need it. It's honestly hard for me to remember how we were trying to do this before we had AI tools.
Two things that you said that I think are super important. As we're down here in Texas, big data is the new oil. Okay. Big data is the new oil. And that was said a couple years ago, but it never really came to fruition. Why didn't it come to fruition? You're building these big data lakes. You're having access to all this data, but the data wasn't clean. So then you got to just slow down, and you had to label the data, and you had to clean the data, and you had to get data scientists. And it was like this very, very slow process. Now you can take a bunch of unstructured data, you can throw it together, and you can say, LLMs figure it out. Okay. And it's super powerful. And now you have at your fingertips the power of that data, and the knowledge of that power of what you can do with that data help you make better decisions and help you power whatever it is you're building, whatever it is you're doing. So I feel like that's a really, really important concept, that we discovered that there's all this data, but now we can drill it. Now we can tap into this data, and the bigger website you have, the bigger data set you have to pump out that oil and do something with it and take advantage of it. And having tools like that help you do these sort of things.
100%. And that's why Cairrot's not unique in this. It's just that in doing it for Cairrot, I'm realizing how quickly the world is moving this direction, but everything's getting integrated. And just even now, we did an MCP integration in Cairrot, where now I have it hooked up to my Claude instance, and I can just quickly ask it to pull some metrics for these 3 clients. So now I don't have to change screens and hit a button to export a report for 3 different clients. I can actually just chat with my bot and say real quick, hey, what was this? What was that? Or pull these reports, please. And, in marketing agency land, you're definitely always dealing with, some clients have more questions than others. Some clients have lots of questions one week and none other weeks. When those questions pop up, it's real nice to have everything integrated, where you're just chatting with your AI bot now, and not trying to remember what system has what data, what reports generated where, and all that.
Well, and not a lot of clients pay for it, but a lot of clients want all this data. And to get these kind of reports that we can publish now with a couple of clicks of a button, used to be huge engagements and take a long time to understand that analytics. And now it's at your fingertips. It's really, like you said, changing the way that we work and how we get results. And then that's speeding up the loop in which we can take action and get feedback. I can tell you, Cairrot's been really invaluable to me because clients want to understand where our LLM visibility is happening. Okay. What's going on right now and how are we doing versus competitors? And we can use heat mapping to be able to see, based on these metrics, based on this AI readiness, based on these things, we can see how we're doing. And it helps us from a reporting standpoint to show increase in progress